Alright, so today I'll be talking about when you should quit. So now quitting definitely has a lot of negative um, feelings and um, just symptoms around it. When it comes to quitting, it's usually seen as a bad thing. Um, people saying no one likes a quitter, stuff like that. I know when you quit, sometimes when you're younger, you feel bad about yourself for doing it. Sometimes you have regrets about quitting, but also quitting can also be a good thing. When you look back at the times you've quit, sometimes quitting was actually the best choice, to do, the best thing to do in the moment. You know, Marriages sometimes end up failing. Sometimes you have to just stop doing things because things just aren't going to work out. So it's better to end up leaving. So basically, one of the most important things you gotta know how to do is know when to quit. So when it comes to anything that you're doing, you need to really evaluate and see if it lines up with what you want to do long term. So either quitting can be a good thing because it's actually a good thing when you have the feeling of quitting when you're means that you're stretching. So you're always going to have that feeling when you're really pushing yourself and expanding your comfort zone. Like when it comes to playing basketball or any other sport, when you're working out and you're pushing yourself to the next level, you're really making yourself uncomfortable. And what does your body want to do and your mind want to do when you're uncomfortable? It wants to stop. So the feeling of quitting is actually a good thing for the majority of the time. You should actually feel like you want to quit the majority of the time when you're doing something. It really means that you're pushing yourself and you're um, really expanding and really trying to take yourself to the next level, which is good. Um, Now knowing when to quit is really the tricky and important thing because people quit a lot of things. People quit quit sports, people give up on school, people give up on, there's millions of different reasons why people give up on things. And you see it every day. You give up on the diet, you give up on, exercise plan, you give up on reading or making a New Year's resolution. It happens all the time. So basically, you gotta know when to quit. Now, what you really need to ask yourself is, how will I feel if I were to walk away from this? If you're gonna have no regrets, then I feel like that's definitely a good reason to walk away. If you have no regrets and you feel like you've given your all, now you may not have given it your all, but you'll see that it's not working out, and if you see that you walk away from it, you're not gonna really feel bad about yourself or having regrets, and it doesn't line up with what you want long term. Then go ahead; it's the perfect reason to quit. But other than that, um, the feeling of quitting is definitely a good feeling to have for the most part because it really means that you're pushing and expanding yourself and really, you know, being uncomfortable, which is good. The thing is knowing when to walk away. That's really the tricky part. Like I said, if you walking away doesn't give you any negative feeling. I mean, it may give you negative feelings initially. You're probably gonna feel bad about yourself for what you've done, but in the long term, if you find yourself not being upset with it in the long term, then it's definitely nothing to hang your head about, and definitely, just really just have a plan and know what you want. The most important thing is to really know what you want. Once you have that figured out, then knowing when to quit will be easier for you. And um, yeah, I mean, for the most part, you definitely shouldn't be quitting too many things, but at the end of the day, you're always learning and growing from each experience. So, alright, thank you for watching.